Hope, one of our friends that we met at the Bowling Green Farmers Market, and he needs some help running his tiller, so me and Marley gonna get it done. Look at this, it looks gorgeous.
So it's a whole lot easier for me to take care of it.
Yeah. Manageable, manageable. He's teaching me how to use it. This thing is awesome. Look how well it tilled that thing up.
this is some of my purple broccoli here.
Okay. You said you sprayed them with Epsom salt, the tomatoes, help them grow? Come on. Oh, you already got some peppers coming in. Nice.
Peppers. Yeah.
So how big would you say this space is right here? From that end all the way to the end down there. How big is this space?
I can't answer. It's roughly 50 foot by 200.
Okay.
So probably 1,000 square feet. Okay, here, let's look here.
There's some beans.
See, this is the sign you got those worms coming, okay?
And these are
I
the
sprayed them. That's one of those worms. He's dead. He's going to die. So the same thing, when you find them holes, that's when you're going to get those worms.
Yeah.
See, there's one right there that's dead. But you ask about how to control them. See, there's another. Look, see, there's dead worms.
Okay.
And that's organic.
The BT?
What I showed you,
Yeah,
what you
yeah,
took a picture of, called dye pill.
This one right there.
Yeah, you see
Okay,
the worm?
we gotta get out of here.
You need help?
You can see why I had to have you come and help me just a little.
Hey, I'm happy that I could help. So I can say the way that you get around, like you was just speaking about, like your ankle and so forth, your garden looks amazing. And one thing I would like to ask you, what keeps you going even though that you like physically in pain?
Yeah, I can only work for 10, 15 minutes and then I gotta sit down, take a rest, take care of it. But usually when I'm working in a garden, you're either crawling on your hands or knees, or you got a hoe or a rake in your hand. That acts as a cane or a crutch to help me get through there. You know, I can walk down through there and hoe that with, I got a hoe in my hand because I can brace myself.
Yeah.
And walking behind the tiller is okay, but it catches up to me when I got a lot to do.
Yeah, that was my first time actually using a tiller like that. What type of tiller is that?
It's called a Troy-Bill.
A Troy-Bill?
Yeah, and it's a rear tine tiller.
Okay.
And I can actually till that ground probably 6 inches deep if I set it deep enough.
Oh wow. It was very easy to use and it teared up them weeds.
You got to be careful though.
Yeah.
You know, when you get the end, that's the hardest part, getting up and turning it around.
Yeah, I would say,
it works pretty good.
It's amazing.
But no, the crops are coming on pretty good. And I've got about 5 more flats of broccoli and cauliflower plants to put in that space down there yet.
Okay. Yeah, I can tell. It looks amazing. It looks really good, and your peppers are already coming in. Our peppers, they just starting to grow flowers, so they're a little late, but they'll be there.
Yeah.
They'll be there, so it's a good thing.
No, and for 80 years old,
Yeah,
and having my walking problems, I think I do pretty good.
I agree.
But last year I had this whole thing.
Yeah,
planted.
I remember you had all of this. Yeah, I remember.
I can't do that anymore. The nice thing about it is, with a smaller garden, I can take care of it.
Manageable.
That's why this looks good. Last year, when I had the whole thing planted, the weeds would get away from me, and that's okay. The weeds would get away from me, and I would have a problem. I just, but like I said, I had to cut back.
So basically, what you're telling me is that anyone has the capability of growing their gardens. There should be no excuses.
You learn by your mistakes.
You learn by your mistakes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
But yeah, you can. It's easy to do, but you're going to learn by your mistakes. I don't get it right every year, but over the time you learn what you can do and how to do it.
Yeah.
And do it.
Okay. What would you say is the most efficient, easiest plant to grow? Like for any beginning gardener, like what would you tell them to grow?
Well, if you want a spring garden, it would be potatoes, onions, and peas, maybe lettuce and radishes. I specialize in a fall garden, which is cole crops, which is broccoli, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
But that's a fall garden. So you can have a spring garden and a fall garden. The weeds are harder to control in a spring garden than a fall garden.
Yeah.
When you don't have weeds in there, like this is cultivated now, I won't have a problem with weeds there the rest of the year.
Oh, wow.
But if you plant that in the spring in, say, March or April, you got to fight weeds all spring.
Yeah.
But those, like I said, radishes, onions, potatoes, peas, and beans would be a nice early crop if you want an early garden.
Okay.
If you're going to do a late garden, you don't want to plant the plants. I'm actually a little bit earlier this year than normal. Normally, I don't put these plants in the ground till about this time, the 15th of April or July.
Okay.
But I do have a lot of plants coming on that are going to go in here towards the end of July, maybe the second week of August.
Okay. Nice. That's, man, I really appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me, information, because it's our second season growing on our land, and like you said, with experience.
Now, you
get
work
better.
with somebody with organic gardens in Toledo or something?
We don't work with anyone directly within Toledo, but we've been to like a couple farms and things like that. But right now, it's just our Love Always Foundation organization.
What is it?
Love Always Foundation.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we haven't partnered with anyone yet, but we try to. We are pest free and like chemicals that can harm.
No, I know.
Harm the plants and so
I
forth
know.
like that.
I try and be as organic out here as I can.
Uh-huh.
Once in a while, like them beans down there, it's got them Japanese beetle. I'm going to have to spray it with 7 to control them beetles, or they're going to eat that crop right up.
So let me ask you this: when you use 7, I'm not exactly sure what that is. Does that and you're using it for soybeans? Does that affect any of the other crops next to it?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
And it's got a very short lifespan. You can spray the beans, and 3 or 4 days you can pick them again. You can eat them.
Okay.
The stuff that I told you, that BT that I use on this vegetables here, you could spray it today and eat it tomorrow.
Okay.
It's not going to hurt anything.
Okay, for sure. Nice.
And about that much chemical, well, it cost me about $20 and then $10 to get it shipped to me. So ballpark $25 to $30 for
Okay.
and that'll last me almost 2 seasons.
Oh, good. So you don't overspray. No, you don't overspray. You spray just enough.
Well, like the first time I put on a pretty good dose, and then I can get by. I probably end up spraying about 3 times a year.
3 times. Okay. So in the beginning of the season, now and then later, like late fall.
I put about
garden.
2 tablespoons of that in a gallon of water.
Okay.
And that'll spray half of what I got here. So,
Okay.
it goes quite a ways.
Nice.
But I know how aggravating those worms are, because I can't sell my produce if it's got worms in it.
That's what I was telling you last season.
But the chickens liked it.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, the chickens did like it.
I'm having fun with you now.
Yeah. Because like I was telling you, our cabbage and our broccoli didn't do so well because them worms tore us up. They tore us up bad.
I know what you're talking about. If you don't spray it, if you don't control them, they're going to eat you alive, so to speak.
I wouldn't mind them having 2 or 3, but they decided to make it a buffet and just hop from cabbage to cabbage, broccoli to broccoli, and so they made it a hassle for us.
I understand.
Okay,
I understand.
My next question is, how long have you been gardening and farming on this plot of land?
This land here, probably about 12 or 15 years now.
12 or 15 years. And this space is,
I would say about a half acre if you would count everything that I used to farm.
yeah, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like,
But right now the weeds got away from me and whatever.
and to be correct, your home isn't right here, correct?
Huh?
Your home isn't right here, right?
No, I live in Perrysburg.
Yeah. See, he lives in Perrysburg, and
And-
his plot of land is we're in Pemberville. Are we in Pemberville?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're in Pemberville, Ohio, and so that just lets you know that.
But the one thing about a garden, and I'll tell you, you're going to know this, if you're going to garden, you need to be there every day. And I hate, this year I can't do it because gas is the price and I don't have as much to do. But you got to be out there looking like that. Over there this morning, I found an eggplant that was covered up with those Colorado potato beetles.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't been a real problem, but I had 2 plants that had some on, so I pick them all off and kill them.
Okay.
And I screwed up. I put in some late potatoes, but I screwed up with them. But anyhow, they tell me that if you plant your potatoes like now, rather than early in the spring, you don't have as much trouble with the Colorado potato beetle as you do in the spring. They have a couple broods, so to speak, generations, and then it weakens. And so later in the season, they're not as much of a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Sit tight right there. I want to show you a weed. I'll be right back.
All right.
Do you know what that is?
No, but it ain't just doing that spread. Yeah, we got this on our farm also. I don't have no clue what this is, but they grow wild.
Huh?
I'm not sure what is it. What is it? I don't know.
Farmers call it pigweed.
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 Okay.
The reason being because when it grows in the ground and the pigs are out there, they love to eat it.
Okay.
The technical name is purslane.
Purslane.
Right. It's the only plant that has omega-3 fatty acids in it. So if you need to get that for your nutrition and you don't like to eat fish or whatever,
Wow.
you can use that.
So you know.
Some ethnic groups cook with that. If you can use it in a soup or a stew, it acts as a thickener.
Okay.
I got a girl in Bowling Green that buys it. She picks the leaves off. She makes pesto with it,
Okay.
and she also cooks with it.
Is it just the leaves or the stem also?
You can use the stems if you're cooking,
Okay.
but some people just pick the leaves off and put it in a salad. But there's certain ethnic groups that know what it is, and they like it. I've been trying to market. There's a market in Toledo called the Mid-Eastern Market up on Bancroft, and they kind of cater to Muslims and
Yeah.
some ethnic groups. I took some up there. I haven't heard back from them whether they read it or not, but it grows out here wild. If I could sell it, I'd be happy.
Yeah. So what I would do with this is I would dehydrate it.
Huh?
I would dehydrate it, make it into a powder, and I would add it to like smoothies and other food dishes to
You
get
could
the
do that, or
omega.
you could even just pick the leaves off here and put it in a smoothie.
I like that. And what was the name again?
Purslane.
Purslane. Y'all hear that? Omega 3s.
Google it.
Oh, I definitely will. I'm gonna add it into the video.
It's Purslane.
Definitely. I'm definitely gonna. I'm happy that you shared that with me.
Like I said, it's a very healthy. But when I go to the market, people come out. Well, it's a weed. It grows grows wild. I says, I know, but it doesn't mean anything. Eat it.
See, that's the.
Everything we eat was a weed at one time.
You know what? That you said as like the earth has everything on it to be abundant and healthy. You know, but we just have gotten so disconnected from the knowledge, like you said, like the sacred knowledge from different.
I
type
agree
of,
with you 100%.
different plants that actually heal the body. Like they say, nettle. If you take, nettle grows everywhere. Early in the season when the allergies are kicking in, you got to get that nettle in.
You're talking about stinging nettle?
Is it dead nettle? Purple nettle. Purple nettle.
There's a nettle out there called stinging nettle.
Mm.
And you can't touch it or it'll bite you.
Oh wait, no, well, not that nettle. Not that one.
Well, let me tell you something. The stinging nettle, if you know where it grows, you pick it up and you make a macerate out of it. You pick the leaves,
What's a macerate?
you put it in a bucket of water and just let it sit and macerate.
Okay, like a tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
You spray that and it's an organic herbicide. It'll control the bugs too.
Ooh.
How about mommy?
Okay.
And it's very edible, very nutritious also. Some restaurants actually serve stinging nettle.
Stinging nettle. What color is it when it grows? What color?
Oh, it's green.
Green. Okay.
I think I know where there's some. I had a guy who was supposed to get me some this year because I wanted to try it to spray it to see if it would control anything. But somebody mowed it down before he got to it.
Wow. Yeah.
Mommy, Daddy.
But like I said, it's another alternative to chemicals.
Yeah. Actually, see that? See, I like that. See, there's like we just said, there's plenty of things on the land that can actually help heal the land. Heal the land. Let's say heal the land. Okay.
But here again, like I told you, this is
Mommy.
a lot of years of experience.
Yeah. How long have you been gardening?
Huh?
How long have you been gardening?
All my life.
All your life. See, I feel you.
Well, when I was 4-H, I done gardens when I was 10 years old, and I'm 80, so that's 70 years, right?
Well, that's why I like connecting with you, so I can get some of this information to pass it on to Marley and Sage, my other daughter, and also all those who involved with our foundation. 'Cause that information is
If
valuable.
you want to have people come out here and tour the garden, don't be afraid to bring people and walk them around.
I appreciate that.
It's not a problem.
We got
If you let me know where, whatever. You got my phone number.
I do, yeah.
I need to get your phone number, though, before you go.
I got you.
But, like I said, I love to. We had a school group in Bowling Green that would come out once a year and tour the garden
Oh, nice.
also.
I say that nice. That's awesome.
The kids, young kids like her and
Yeah.
up to about 10 years old, they like to come out and see the garden.
Yeah.
They live in town. They don't know what it's like.
Yeah, that's true. They don't get the they don't get the people think the food just comes in the grocery store by itself sometimes. You know, there's labor that's put into it. There's planning.
I know. It don't grow there. It comes from out here.
Exactly.
Comes from out here. That's
Exactly.
How's your new baby doing?
Oh, Sage. Oh, Sage is amazing. She doing amazing.
Was it a boy or a girl?
A little girl.
So she got a sister.
Yeah. You a big sister. You big sister? Yeah. We going for a ride. What we got here? Those look nice. Oh, I remember this vine.
Let me sit down.
All right, come on.
You know what that is?
I do not.
That is Malabar spinach.
Malabar spinach.
Yes. You know, normal spinach only works good in the spring and the fall when it's cool weather.
Mm-hmm.
This is a hot weather plant. It's a succulent. It's called Malabar spinach, and you can use that in a place of spinach. That works very well in your smoothies and stuff too.
Okay. It's very I would say it's a lot denser than the average spinach. You want to smell? Here, smell.
Yeah. Well, the average spinach is not a succulent.
Okay.
That's a succulent. You know, it's got more moisture in it than the other.
Yeah, you can feel it. You can feel it how
But
the density of it.
if you grow normal spinach, it grows about this high. And you got to crawl on your hand and knees to pick it and everything. That grows up on a trellis. I can just stand there and pick it.
Yeah, I like that.
That's why I grow it. And there's a few people that know what it is, and I can sell a little bit of it. I used to have about 4 times that much, but I didn't put as much in this year because I'm not going to the market as much. I'll probably pick a couple bags of that and take them to the market Wednesday.
Okay. Nice. And it'll drop off seeds off the flowers later in the season?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It'll get flowers on. I had to pick some off the bottom, and it'll get seeds on there.
I need some of that.
I like
that.
I like to pick those leaves when they're smaller.
Oh, smaller. Do they taste different when they're smaller?
Huh?
Are they sweeter when they're smaller, more flavorful?
Probably maybe a little. I like them about this. I don't normally pick them quite that big. I like them more like that or just a little bigger.
Okay.
You can taste it too if you want.
Oh, I am.
But you could use that in smoothies or whatever too.
It's slimy.
But I like it because I can stand up and pick it. I don't have to crawl around.
How it tastes? It's slimy. All right, hold on. Hi, Marley.